How many tabs do you have open right now? Seriously, if you are using AI to build income online, there is a good chance your browser looks something like this. Claude in one tab, ChatGPT in another, Google Docs in a third, maybe a spreadsheet somewhere, maybe your email. And you are spending half your time copying text from one place and pasting it into another. That friction, the constant switching, the copy-pasting, the moving between tools, is not just annoying. It is eating your time. And when you only have 1 hour a day to build something real, that time matters. Here is what most beginners do not know. Google has an AI assistant called Gemini that works inside your Google Docs, Gmail, and Drive. Not in a separate tab. Not in a different tool you have to switch to. Right there inside the documents and emails you are already working in. And most beginners are completely ignoring it. Not because it is hard to access. Not because it costs money. Because nobody has taken the time to explain what it actually does, where it genuinely shines, and how it fits alongside the other AI tools you are already using. That is exactly what this video covers. The honest, practical guide to Gemini for complete beginners. What it does well, where it fits in your workflow, and the specific capabilities it gives you that Claude and ChatGPT simply do not have by default. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly where Gemini belongs in your AI toolkit, and you will probably open Google Docs tonight and wonder why you are not using it already. Let's get into it. The first thing that makes Gemini genuinely different from every other AI tool you have heard about is where it lives. Most AI tools require you to go to them. You open a new tab, you type your request, you copy the output, you go back to what you were working on. It is a constant back and forth that breaks your focus and fragments your work session. Gemini does the opposite. It comes to you. Open Google Docs right now, any document, and look at the sidebar on the right. There is a Gemini button. Click it, and a full AI assistant opens inside your document. It can read everything you have already written. It can help you continue writing. It can restructure sections, suggest improvements, fill in gaps, or generate entirely new content, all without you leaving the document. Same inside Gmail. Open any email thread, and Gemini can summarize a long conversation in seconds, draft a professional reply from a few bullet points, or write a complete email from scratch while you stay inside your inbox. No tab switching. No copy-pasting. It is just there. Same inside Google Drive. Point Gemini at any file in your drive, a PDF, a research document, a competitor's content you saved, and it can read it, answer questions about it, and help you work with the information immediately. For a beginner trying to build income in 1 focused hour per day, that reduction in friction is genuinely meaningful. Every minute you save switching between tools is a minute you spend actually building. Now let's talk about what Gemini does particularly well. The specific capabilities that make it worth adding to your AI toolkit. The first is real-time information. This is the capability most beginners underestimate until they actually use it. Gemini has Google Search built directly into its responses. When you ask it about trending topics in your niche, what is selling right now on Etsy, current affiliate commission rates, or recent news in your industry, it goes and finds that information from the live web rather than relying on training data with a cutoff date. Think about what that means for market research. You ask Gemini to research your chosen niche, find what people are actively searching for right now, and identify 3 specific product opportunities for a beginner with no existing audience. It searches the web, synthesizes what it finds, and gives you current actionable information, not information from 6 months ago. For building digital products, creating content, and validating ideas before you invest time in them, real-time web access is a capability worth having. The second is deep research. The free tier includes 5 deep research reports per month. This is different from a regular prompt response. Deep research takes a topic and produces a comprehensive multi-source research report, the kind that would take hours of manual searching, reading, and piecing together to produce yourself. 5 reports per month sounds limited, but used strategically, it is genuinely powerful. 1 deep research report on your niche at the start of each month gives you a complete picture of what is happening, what buyers want, and where the gaps are. That is your entire monthly research done in 1 prompt. The third is image generation. 20 free AI-generated images per day. If you watched our recent video on the Nano Banana 2 update, you already know Gemini's image generation has improved significantly. For social media graphics, digital product covers, and Etsy wall art, 20 images per day gives you a meaningful creative output without spending anything. The fourth is Gemini Live, voice conversation. This one surprises most beginners the first time they use it. Gemini Live lets you have a real spoken conversation with an AI in real time. You talk, it listens, it responds. You push back, go deeper, explore ideas out loud. For a parent building income online during a commute. For a student walking between classes. For anyone whose thinking flows better out loud than through typing, this is a completely different way to interact with AI. Use it to brainstorm product ideas on a walk. Talk through your content strategy during school pickup. Get instant feedback on an idea before you invest time building it. Now the honest part that separates this video from every other Gemini tutorial. Gemini is not a replacement for Claude or ChatGPT. It is a complement to both. Claude remains the strongest tool for long-form structured writing. Complete scripts, email sequences, product outlines, anything requiring consistent tone across a long output. ChatGPT is strong for rapid ideation and quick copy. Those strengths have not changed. What Gemini adds is 3 specific things the others do not give you by default: real-time web access, deep research, and the integration inside the Google tools you are already using every day. The smart approach is not to pick one and ignore the others. It is to understand what each one does best. Claude for writing, ChatGPT for quick tasks, Gemini for research, current information, and working without switching tabs. Here is your action for today. Open Google Docs. Find the Gemini button in the sidebar. Describe the next piece of content you need to create. See what it is like to have AI assistants inside the document you are already working in. That single experiment will change how you think about your AI workflow. And you already have everything you need to try it right now, for free. If this channel is giving you honest, practical guides to every AI tool that actually matters for beginners building real income online, subscribe. Every single week I put out exactly this kind of content. No hype, no tool I have not actually used, just the honest information that moves the needle. I will see you in the next one.